Welcome to BitBoy Crypto.
We can't let anybody else find out who we are. My eyes are up here. I personally would not advise that strategy. Bugs Bunny or Tweety Bird, how to make money in crypto.
Oh, you're killing me.
Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, home of the BitSquad, the largest and greatest crypto community. From here to the furthest nebula, I'm DZ, and today is Monday, July 18th. Happens to be my birthday, so just keep the negative comments to a minimum. That's all. I'm sorry Ben's not here. Ben was in Vegas, last I saw, hanging out with some pretty cool people. We got some big fans. Sin City Crypto out there. He was checking out the studio, and he said, "You know what? It ignited my fire. It was good seeing that smaller channel. You know, just grinding. Reminded him of the BitBoy channel." And reminds me of a time when, Frank, you were one of the first employees, right? What were you, like, number 6 or something?
Yeah, something like that. It was, but then, I mean, you were very, very soon after that.
Yeah, I came in right before Nick. And I remember
right.
when Nick got here, that's when things kind of changed. Because when we started, Ben was here since like 6, 7 in the morning. It was grind time.
Yeah.
And
You see the grind.
Yeah, now he's able to take a little time off. TJ's in like Milan or something like that. He's like in the Venice canals. Him and Allie having a good time. So good thing. So hey, thank you for all the birthday wishes. You look hurt. My hand is getting better. Look at that thumb movement. We said we needed more movement. I got more movement. So it is yeah. No, I don't have the sling. Okay, these are my strings. Look, I want to look like, you know, like a Secret Service agent. You know what I mean? Like you don't know what I'm grabbing. What am I grabbing? A ledger. What is it filled with? Cardano NFTs. Yeah, that's right. And hey, stay tuned. We're going to have a special guest pop up in a couple minutes. But let's get right into it. We're still at 1.45 million subs on the YouTube channel. I swear we're like a stable coin at this point. I would love to see that say 1.46. I know will happen eventually. Also, make sure you're checking out NFT Alpha 19.9. We are almost at the threshold of 20K. But make sure you go and do Frankie Candles as well. 21.1. Look at that. Love to see it. DZ.ETH. Hey, I just hit 35K. Hey, that's a pretty good birthday gift. I'll take it. We look over here at Frank. Oh, wait, no. Pluto Alliance, 37K. Hey, if you missed that live talk with Ben was in the Discord. Pluto Alliance, major things, major moves happening. I think it was No More Chains. Commented it, or he recorded it, so really big shout out to him. Go to the Instagram. I put up some stories today, so I'm making some stories for the birthday. But we check out Frankie. Hey, look at that, 3876. Let's try to get him up to 4K eventually.
Be careful of the scammers. They are out of control. And
they have like 10,000 more than you, right?
Yeah. Some of them have more followers. Yeah, it's insane. Be careful out there.
I've told the story before. It was Bethany Frankel, the Real Housewife, and she keeps it real for sure. And I'm showing her. She's like, yeah, let me get your Instagram real quick. And she's like, that's not you. This is the real one. I said, no, that's me. I'm telling you what my account is. She's like, no, they have more followers than you. I'm like, dang it. Feels bad. But real quick, Hit Network. Make sure you check out your merch. We did see J-Chains rocking that on Bloomberg. But let's bring our special guest up here. If you know Cardano isn't a ghost chain, you know it has NFTs. And if you know about Cardano NFTs, you know about this guy right here, Blake CNFT. Hey, you want to say anything? When did you first get into Cardano?
I first got into Cardano January of 21. Just watched a lot of BitBoy Crypto, to be honest. So this is kind of surreal to stand up here. And, Charles Hodgkinson, of course. And then started a CNFT, Cardano NFT channel in November of last year, and have just kind of been making videos ever since.
All right, cool. Love it. And check out his YouTube. You want to pull this up real quick? 2,950 people. I know the BitSquad, we get 50 people to sub to this. We get 50 people. We put them over 3K. We love to see it. And Blake is here on a little vacation. He took a little time away from, go ahead, tell the people your heathen activity.
Yeah, well, took a little bit of time away from technology. My family's at like a family camp, Christian family camp. So there's no cellular reception like anywhere. So it was good to unplug from Twitter and all the statistics for my channel. And so it was a nice little break. And I've got my little vacation beard going on here. So apologies for not preparing a little bit more. But if I could just shout out one video for those of you that don't really know a lot about Cardano NFTs, there's one video that I would recommend. I ranked the top 50 CNFT projects of all time, and then I kind of put them in like a classic tier list that you see on some other channels or some other things. So definitely go ahead and check that video out if you're interested in Cardano NFTs, and subscribe to the channel. I do a weekly show on Thursdays at 8 p.m. And yeah, I love talking about them. So all right, appreciate it, man.
Thank you, Blake. Yeah. Make sure you sub to his channel. Come on, give him some love. Been in the space. He's an OG, well respected. And thank you for that, Chris Maddox. Buy that 1.3 on him. I will get that link. And how about that pump? Because we're going to be talking about the markets in a little bit, but we look at the market cap. We are above $1 trillion right here. We love to see it. That dominance, 41.6, Ethereum, 17.7. Gas on the way up. I'm feeling bullish about that, however. Look at these 24-hour pumps here. We have Bitcoin up 4%, Ethereum up 9%. The weekly for Ethereum, 30% on the weekly. If you got in at 1,100, it's worth about $14.50 now, so $14.77. Love to see it. Cardano up 8.5%. Not quite matching those Ethereum pumps on the weekly, up 10%. XRP up 12% on the week. BNB up 12%. Just huge pumps. But nothing quite touching that Matic when we look at the top 20 here, up 60%. I'm kicking myself not getting more Matic cheaply. That is one of my bear market accumulation coins. Avalanche, also one of my bear market accumulation coins. I have a little bit. Love to see it going up 30%. Sheeb, not one of my bear market accumulation coins, but hard to argue with this 4% pump on the 1 hour. That is quite the big pump because Sheep's a large coin. But the whales love to trade Sheep, Frank. Do you have any theories on why they love to trade Sheep? Is it the new Doge? It's just a easy to trade coin? Is it easy to trade? Why do people love it?
Yeah, I mean, they might like it just because of the volatility. I don't really have any real specific insight on it. I would assume it's the volatility that they love, right? Because if you're trading, you need volatility to make money, and if you're looking for volatility, Sheep will definitely give it to you.
All right, FTT, one of my accumulation coins, up 15%, 4.5%. Chainlink up 7% almost on the day. Love to see that. You're trying to make me buy the top here. ETH Classic. Who's buying that ETH Classic? And why is it up 15%? Someone in the comments, but you told us it was going to 10K. Well, we didn't. I said 11, 12, 13 is a possibility. But then in the past week or two, everybody's been saying 11, 12, 13. So that makes me less likely to believe that it's going to 11, 12, 13. Now, Frank, are you going to come up here and
yeah?
Are you going to use your calves to walk up here to check the candles? Are we going into a calves candles transition here? I'm going to go ahead and give my TA. This is what we call the house with the garage door. This is a very bullish chart. The garage door opens, and then that means you made money, I think. Correct me anything that might have been wrong there.
That was dead accurate. Also got a triple helix dragon forming on the 2-minute. I'm kidding, guys. What is going on? I know everybody roasted me for being so short because we don't have anyone adjusting the camera. But I swear, guys, I'm tall. I know this sounds like a similar situation. Oh, there we go. DZ's on it. But guys, we got some stuff to look at right now. Now, kind of to what DZ was talking about with that comment, but you said it was going down, right? You have to understand that the market is messy, right? The market just doesn't. The market can pump before you get that dump, right? And with all that being said, it's not impossible that the bear market bottom was in. I don't personally think that. I do think we will come down and make lower lows, and I'll explain that right here. But for people who you watch somebody, they think it's going down. You have to understand that the market's messy, right? And nobody has a crystal ball, right? So you just want to remember that we could pump before potentially getting a dump, and that's kind of what I am looking for coming up here in the near future. So let's go ahead and take a look. Now, again, the writing was on the wall for this pump if it continues, right? Now, you want to remember that 50, 100% pumps are not unlikely in a bear market. So it is possible that we can see some legs on this, and for some specific reasons, right? We've been talking about this weekly green dot being confirmed. The writing was on the wall on the longer time frames. And back to, you said it was going down, now it's going up. certain time frames take time to play out, right? We were talking about this weekly green dot, right? Just like we were talking about the weekly blood diamond, right? People are going, well, you said the blood diamond on the weekly is going to bring the price down. Why are we pumping? Because the market is messy. You can pump on lower time frames before having the longer ones play out, right? And then you could see here over time, the blood diamond definitely played out. So kind of a similar story with this weekly green dot. We've been talking about this. It has marked bottoms in the past. It actually has also marked bear market bottoms in the past, so you want to remember that. But this is a pretty bullish sign, as well as the 6-day snake eyes, these double green dots down here on the 6-day, right? Also very, very bullish. I don't think we've had snake eyes on the 6-day before, but it has marked bottoms in the past. You see, we got a 6-day green dot at the bottom of the 2018 bear market almost perfectly. So the writing has been on the wall on the longer time frames here. So not super surprised to see this thing break out. You guys will know that we were looking at this saying, is this an ascending triangle or is this more of a bear flag? Right? I'm just going to rough this out here. Is it more of a bear flag or is it more of an ascending triangle? Now, as you know, we talked about this the last few streams. Bitcoin has been loving these bear flags. Obviously, you had a big one up here. And they break down, right? But we were talking about how this one could be different just because of that weekly double green dot. If you look at the weekly RSI, it's super, super oversold. So we were saying if one of these bear flags was going to break up and not down, it would be this one. Technically still within that bear flag, but if we come over to Ethereum, which if you guys watch my channel or even these morning streams, you guys will know that, Ethereum recently has been leading the charge with these bullish signals and kind of leading the charge in movement altogether. So you can see Ethereum has basically completely broken out of its range here, which makes me pretty hopeful for Bitcoin to follow, just being that Ethereum has been leading in the recent past. Daily money flow looking really good on Ethereum, as well as the momentum waves. Also, same thing on Bitcoin. Just to leave you guys with some targets to be watching for this pump. Essentially, in the most bullish case, I am looking between $25,000 and $28,000 with a possible move up to our next high volume node. If let's see, I don't want to waste too much time here. Here we go. We can turn this on. You guys can see very, very low volume in this area right here. So high volume node right here, high volume node right here. If we break out of this resistance, we can see price move pretty quickly through this low volume gap all the way up to this macro golden pocket. This is around where that macro golden pocket is, between about 20. Down here is about 28K. So I don't think even low 30s is possible right by this high volume node. You could see this is coming in 29 to 30K. I do think we could potentially get a move back up here, test this golden pocket area before getting that bigger move to the downside. So something to keep in mind, the longer time frames are looking bullish. So I do think we could potentially see some green here in July. With all that being said, back to the birthday boy. That's all I got. Frank Candle's out. Bing bong.
All right. Someone, I think they misspelled some. If you follow influencers here, you will win. You misspelled that. We try to tell you to take profits. We try to tell you to get these cheap coins. So, hey, check it out. I think we're putting out more good info than bad. I would definitely say that. And someone else, message didn't get through. The likes are weak. Smash that like button. What are we at likes? Can you tell? And you know what? I went to Frank's little station, his little battle station. He had the Bitcoin dominance chart up on TradingView.
I'm a junkie.
Even when he's supposed to be doing his job, he's still trading. So that's how you know he's like really into it.
Complete junkie.
Obsessed with the charts. I've heard Jess say as much many a time. Frankie, put the charts away. I swear to God, if you keep looking at candles, I'm gonna use a candle on you.
It's the candelabras that she hits me with.
It was, look, you weren't listening, okay? So she had to teach you a lesson. That's all. All right, and again, thank you for all the birthday wishes, everybody. Everyone's fantastic. I love the BitSquad. Some of them I can't say out loud, but you guys are funny. Real quick, does that look like a upside down head and shoulders, upside down Bart forming possibly?
Yes, if you actually look on the 4-hour chart, I didn't bring this up. There is an inverse head and shoulders forming.
Yeah, looks like, I can see a little, okay, all right. Hey, I know a little bit. All right, let's get into the stories here. Crypto recaptures 1 trillion market cap. Bitcoin hits 22K. ETH gigamooning. Have surged past 1 trillion in a day with these big old green candles. Bye-bye, Monday Blues. Hello, bullish news. Who wrote this? Who wrote this? Joseph Hall. All right, Joseph. I like you, Joseph. The total crypto market cap has retaken that 1 trillion level. The crypto market cap is now almost as valuable as all the silver on the planet. What do you think about that? We're passing silver, baby. Gold, you're next. The market cap refers to the total value of all mined coins. For Bitcoin, it's simple. Multiply the number of Bitcoin mined. I love how they're telling us how to do a market cap. Here's how you do a market cap 101 for our viewers. For the 3 people who don't know, you multiply the number of coins by the price of the coins. Same thing with a stock, for instance. You multiply the price of the stock by outstanding shares. The crypto market cap reached the same value as Apple's stock in April 21 before surpassing 3 trillion. However, Apple's 2.4 trillion, while crypto sits at 1 trillion. Yeah, we bled more than Apple. I would blame that on meme coins. Bitcoin did take a little bit of a bleeding as well, but yeah, Apple holding strong. I don't think it's fair to compare the entire crypto market cap to Apple there, but it is interesting that it's so close correlation in price there, 3 trillion to 3 trillion. Man, what do you think about Apple being worth 3 trillion?
I mean, it's insane. I mean,
we're in the wrong business.
Yeah, right. I guess that's where all the money is apparently. But yeah, that's absolutely insane.
Did we see the CZ FUD? I saw someone else mentioning we might have some people look at that. Maybe we'll bring it in as a quick hit at the end. All right, Ethereum price breaking out, hit 2-month high versus Bitcoin. Is the rally sustainable? Now, you were looking at Bitcoin dominance. What do you feel about the ETH Bitcoin pairing there? Are we hitting some local highs, some resistance?
You know what? I actually have not.
Because the ETH has been gaining pretty strong against Bitcoin. So I know at a certain point it has to reverse, right? People are going to sell that ETH, get back into Satoshis, rinse, cycle, repeat. Where are we at in this cycle?
Yeah, I mean, listen, as far, like I said, I actually haven't looked at it today, but one thing to remember is, on top of ETH kind of leading these bullish signals, as I said, like the weekly green dot, it's just kind of been a little bit ahead of the game than Bitcoin. Another thing to realize is ETH is the king altcoin, right? So, ETH starts the charge for the altcoin. So keep an eye on some of your favorite alts, because you want to remember, if Bitcoin pumps, right, if we do get that move up to that golden pocket that I was just showing you guys, you can bet that a lot of your favorite alts are probably going to follow suit, and the fact that ETH is breaking out is a good sign for that. So
yeah, someone $100 million in ETH short liquidations. I mean, you got to be careful. Got to be careful out there. If you're shorting, you might get caught with your pants around your ankles here. Ethereum price breaks out, hits that 2-month high. Is it sustainable? Is avoided a bearish technical setup to reach the 2-month high against Bitcoin? Let's see. This is the ETH Bitcoin chart. Yeah, you can see just a massive pump right there, hitting these levels that we last saw really not that long ago. I mean, like they said, just 2 months. So towards the middle or end of May. If we go back, I mean, ETH does, I mean, there's going to be a lot of fluctuation. One level of trading, you look at things in USD, then there's another level of trading, you look at things in the price of Satoshis. In addition, ETH's Bitcoin Daily Relative Strength Index, the RSI, a momentum oscillator indicator, has crossed into the so-called overbought territory, suggesting elevated risks of a sell-off. I mean, you see this pump right there. Yeah, I would expect maybe a little bit of a reversal. You can see it kind of forming around, if you want to call that a shoulder. You can say is kind of hitting the shoulder area. Very, very small shoulders there. That's a no neck individual. Not the influencer no neck. He's got some funny stuff though. In other words, ETH Bitcoin could see reversal towards 0.06, meaning what is that in math? 30-ish. Yeah, about 33, 36 ETH making 1 Bitcoin, if my math is correct there. No, that doesn't sound right. It's 14. Yeah. So by September, if the inflection resistance zone holds for a 9.5% decline, that 0.06 level also coincides with a fib line as shown in the chart above here. So yeah, you can see just hitting that fib resistance, acted as support, maybe acting as resistance. As Frank says, if we get above it, should be strong support, and then you can maybe see it popping up to these levels. So yeah, we would love to see that. But yeah, I think that will, over time, it's just going to fluctuate. I think that might be the new, you hear Ben talk about it, a lot of people are using Doge and Bitcoin as liquidity when the crypto market cap just didn't have that much money into it. I think there's going to be a lot of more sophisticated traders trading this ETH Bitcoin narrative as we move forward. Just more and more people are going to be pumping that. We see that it's what the whales do. The whales are really into switching Bitcoin. You remember this, Bitcoin into ETH, into those other L1s, into the mid caps, into the meme coins, and then it recycles and back up all the attentions on Bitcoin, and then it just repeats. So
the chocolate fountain of wealth.
If you know how to play that strategy, it plays out. Like after it happens, you're like, how did we not see it happening?
Yes.
So just be careful out there, folks. And yeah, appreciate the super chats here, everyone. All right, let's talk about this fear and greed index. In extreme fear for 72 days, the longest in history. Do you give any merit to the fear and greed index?
Yeah, I definitely do. One thing I will mention is I definitely do keep an eye on the fear and greed index, but another one to check out that is similar to the fear and greed index would be the CBBI, and that is the Bitcoin Bull Run Index, and that is actually, in my opinion, a little bit more of a dynamic chart. They give you all of the metrics that are involved in calculating the numbers, but it's very, go ahead to go to cbbi.com, I think it is, and check it out. It's very, very cool, and you could turn on and off certain metrics if you just want to look at, the Pi cycle top indicator and the Google search analytics. You can kind of pick what you look at, so it's a little bit more of a versatile fear and greed index.
All right, Car for Coin. What do you think the percentage risk level for SEC to declare coins like Cardano and Solana as securities? I don't think enough people factor this in. I think that is a fair point. I feel like we would see the rumblings of that, the ruminations of that ahead of time. And I don't think the SEC is keen to do that, given what happened with XRP. I think if they want to go after somebody that's a smaller coin without a war chest, that's one question. But when you go after Cardano or Solana, I see those foundations fighting it tooth and nail. And I don't know if the SEC has the money for that or the bandwidth for that. So, but that is a good point. That is something that maybe people should price in. But all right, back to the fear and greed index. While the Bitcoin market is trying to generate the bottom of this current bear market, the fear and greed index consistently remains in extreme fear. The index has been in a range of extremely negative sentiment for a record 72 days. I forget who says it. I think it was Crypto Lifer. He sees it 10 or below, he buys, and it seems to be working very well for him. This came after a breakdown from one of the original support lines. It fell to a level of 22. This value belongs to the extreme fear in the 0 to 25 range, which is the blue range. And yeah, you can see some levels here. Maybe it was 7 or 8. I can't remember, but he says it hits 10. He buys Bitcoin. It always seems to work out. I just want to get back to these greedy levels.
Yeah, right.
Bring us to the greed. I want to feel like an idiot because I didn't sell again. Like, sure, it's a bad feeling, but then you're like, oh, I'm going to learn my lesson next time. All right, the first time such a similar situation happened was in the area of the absolute bear market bottom and lasted for 32 days. 32 days, now 72 days. Is the macroeconomic environment playing a role in this, Frank? What do you think?
I'm sorry, I was just keeping an eye. You said it.
So 32 days versus 72 days. Do you think it's because of Ukraine, impending famine, gas high?
I think that
Hunter.
Yeah, listen, I think the cycles will remain somewhat intact. I know this cycle has been a lot different, but yeah, I think it will. I think the cycles will remain somewhat intact. We do have a lot of crazy things happening in the macro that could affect, maybe you have to remember too, all the cycles were not exactly to the day, right? Some certain things when you measure them are, few days, 50 days longer, 50 days shorter. So give or take some time here and there. But I do think for the most part, I'm personally not looking for, new all-time highs until 2024, 2025.
That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
All right. All DZ wants for birthday is first 2 ETH, his first 2 ETH, his first 2 ETH. All right. Very, very cute. First 2 ETH I got in 2019. I was like, I'm going to own 32. I'm going to have a validator node. And then I got into leverage trading. All right. We're going to let that story just go ... Crypto winter has 250 days left if the market cycle repeats. This is according to Grayscale. If you ever watch Game of Thrones, it's this disease where they touch you and then you get these scales all over your body. Grayscale Investments' latest insight report provides interesting food for thought, pinning the start of the current bear market in June of 22, which could last another 250 days if previous market cycles are to repeat themselves. basically agreeing with me and Frank here. We do think we will see lower levels just kind of trading sideways. Sure, maybe it goes up to 30, maybe it goes up to 40, but I don't think we see all-time high for a while. Grayscale highlights the 12 to 15 market cycle with events like the rise and fall of Silk Road and the Mt. Gox debacle, which led to the first major bear market. I would disagree with that. First major bear market in dollar amount, but not first major bear market in percentage amount. Again, leverage hurts the markets a year later, but DeFi's major CeFi players faltered in attracting massive investment with attractive yields. Hey, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. That is a lesson a lot of people learn this cycle. So at the end, I think we're all going to be stronger. It is exactly like Dragon Ball Z. You beat up Goku, he comes back stronger. All right, you beat up these crypto people, we're coming back smarter, faster, less risky, maybe. Some of us haven't learned that lesson. Some of us have learned that lesson, and we just got to go a year or two, and then we'll forget that lesson. Hit that like button if you know you won't forget the lessons taught this cycle. It's probably going to happen, though, right? That's just how it goes.
Yep.
You're like, oh, next time I'm taking profit. We all said that in May.
Yep.
It dumps May, June. Oh, yeah, we're taking profit this time. I sold some in November. I think you did too. I sold some in December.
Yep.
And people in the office looking at me like I was stupid for selling. Why are you selling? I said, it's all-time highs.
Right.
I remember saying it like that. It's an all-time high. Of course I'm selling. And they're like, you don't think it's going to 80? That's what people were saying. Maybe, I think our office, maybe, we weren't full-blown moon boys in November. We're like, no one was saying, you don't think it's going to 100, but a lot of people think it's going to 70, 80, 90. And I was like, I don't know. So you know what? I'm selling now because I'm not trying to time that exact top. It's like I'm not trying to time that exact bottom. When's the last time? Are you thinking about DCAing around these levels? Has Bitcoin got to be below 15 for you to DCA, below 20?
Yeah,
I don't want to DCA at 22.
To be honest, yeah, DCAing right now is not going to be a horrible idea, right? And even if we do come lower, right? If you were buying at these levels now, assuming we might pump up a lot here, you might want to wait. But if you were buying in this last range that we were in my opinion, that's going to wind up being a pretty good time to buy, even if we do come lower, right? You're not going to catch the bottom perfectly, kind of like you said. People are saying, you don't think we're going to 80? Why would you sell? And I think the answer to that question is more people have to understand is like, I think we're going to 80, but I don't know, and I'm in profit right now, so I have to lock in at least a little bit of what I have now before it all goes away.
All right, I'm sorry, Suitcase Murphy, fake rapper guy again. Guess I'll try next month. Yo, my name is Suitcase. I like to complain until I have a blue face. All right, we skipped Twitter buzz. Come back, Suitcase. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. All right, who would win in a fight? But okay, anyways. We're at Crypto Winter. Did we skip Twitter buzz?
Do we have a Twitter buzz? Okay. All right, here we go. Twitter buzz.
All right. I'm going to try to rap. I'm going to rap as much of this as I can. All right. Whoa, look how crooked my hat is. Jeez, what am I? This is why they say I'm drunk. All right, SEC commissioner is officially being replaced by Jaime Lizarraga, a staffer for Nancy Pelosi. In 21, the Pelosi's were the top 5 congressional traders. Yeah, I think she's like roughly number 4, number 5. Yeah, you saw that big thing. She put a stake in NVIDIA and then was trying to pass a bill to move chip manufacturing to America. They're going to get a bunch of tax breaks and, Hey, follow her trades. Hey, there is a Twitter account that's like follows Nancy Pelosi's trades. If you're into trading stocks, like a slow bro, yeah, check that out. All right, what else do we got? Not good for Canadians if true. Fast track to mass foreclosures in a few years. Guess who the buyers are? Same people setting the trap. The WEF. You will own nothing and be happy. I'm not eating crickets.
I'm not.
53 percentages of outstanding mortgages in Canada. Or yeah, I saw that first tweet from Don Johnson. You usually see him in Hawaiian shirts. So yeah, shout out to make sure you follow TJ's Twitter account, Hit Network. Is it TJ? Is it Hit Network? Is it a person? Is it a corporation? We don't know. We don't know. If he starts tweeting like Radio Shack, we'll take the phone from him. What else do we got? Goldman Sachs profits fell 47%. Bank of America profit falls 32%. JP Morgan has suspended buybacks. Banks are starting to feel it. Yeah, I mean, we don't know what those, I don't know off the top of my head what those profits were. Did they make 100 million? Now they only made 53 million. They're still making profits, but they're starting to feel the pain. That's just going to happen when, when growth caps are down 80%, 90%, 60%, tech stocks are down. Everyone's going to be feeling it. So yeah. I mean, we're seeing the writing. They talk about the writing on the wall. This is the writing. Okay, the banks are the writing on the wall. Do we have any more?
One more.
One more.
No!
Oh no, there is no more. We got BJ over here giving us a hand.
All right. Well, we have the real TD over Frank's shoulder. That's there. Right. Are you the devil or the angel, BJ? I don't know. Frank's being the devil right now. Frank's the devil. All right. We're at crypto winner on the right. All right. Bitcoin could have just entered a capitulation phase. Is the bottom in? Maybe if you stop pinching his bottom, be able to hit them buttons. Using arcane research data on public miners that sold Bitcoin monthly in 22, economist and trader Alex Kruger, with the dots, so you got to say it like that, Alex Kruger found that the percentage of Bitcoin production sold monthly in June far exceeds prior months. So the percentage of Bitcoin production sold is, so that means, I wonder what that percentage is. Is it half their Bitcoin, a quarter of their Bitcoin? We can see here public miners, Bitcoin sold, not selling much. Then boom, a huge spike, which is odd because, the price is down here. So we see the Bitcoin sold monthly, probably roughly 1,500, shot up to about 4,500. And now we're sitting like 13, 14K. So yeah, the miners are starting to sell. Traders noted bottoms in the prices have traditionally been signaled by the simultaneous crossing of the fast and slow stochastic lines in the oversold zone. Historically, these have been the best monthly bars for accumulation. Explain like I'm 5, Frank. The crossing of the fast and slow stochastic lines.
Yeah, so when you have those lines cross, like you see there, we have the red line coming. Yeah, they're zoomed in right there. Those little things,
crossing,
those
touching,
little boxes.
touching.
Yeah, when you have it cross on the downside, typically a reversal is in play. I actually just made a video about the stochastics. If you guys want to check it out on my channel. But yeah, when you get those bullish crossovers, when you're in the super oversold area, typically you do see a reversal come in. So
now we're not saying it is going to cross over, because you look here, it touched it, it touched it, it touched it, it touched it, it crossed it. Here, it touched it, it touched it. So it might have a couple more little bit of ranges here and there. But when this red line reverses course, it seems to be a strong indicator. But you see here, it did go back down, but we are low in the zone here. So this could be now, how do you feel about this stochastic line? Is this something that you find accurate? I mean, you kind of saw it there, like maybe it's not going to cross over yet. Do you wait for more of a confirmation?
Yeah, 100%. You want to wait. You want to wait for the confirmation, right? You don't want to front run these things because, like you were just showing, it could get, it looks like it's going to cross and then it gets rejected. So you definitely want to wait for it to confirm. But with all the confluence we're seeing again, with just the weekly RSI being so oversold, the green dots on the higher time frames, the higher time frames just looking bullish in general. When you see these, stochastics having bullish crossovers that are looking like they're going to happen, again, I would wait for a confirmation, but I do think it holds weight just because, confluence. There's a lot of other signals that are pointing to a possible reversal.
Sick boy, you can only touch us. Okay. All right. Now, I love the little question there, but Vegeta would win. I'm sorry. It's Vegeta, obviously. All right. Moving on here. Do you remember the Wyckoff accumulation?
Oh, yeah.
YouTuber Crypto Yuri thinks the price behavior might be part of the Wyckoff setup, which we'll see it hitting 30K by September. All right, so we're right here. Oh, he's going way back to phase A. Huh, interesting here. All right, so he's saying there's a new Wyckoff forming. I like to say, let's get closer and, the phase B, phase C range before I start looking at that. But the more people learn about Wyckoff, the less accurate it's going to be. No one was talking about Wyckoff a year ago, really. And then when, I forget what trader it was, kind of popularized it, say 9 months ago. I can't remember when exactly. I think it may have actually been a year ago. May have been that June, July dump when we first started hearing about Wyckoff. Then everybody started talking about Wyckoff. So we'll see. All right, moving on to the Wolf of Wall Street. Get your Quaaludes out. Jordan Belfort says he was wrong about Bitcoin, names 2 crypto assets for long-term plays. He says it has performed beyond his expectations And now the penny trader believes that Bitcoin is a solid long-term play along with Bitcoin. He went out on a limb here. He got super risky, and he said this small coin called Ethereum might be worth looking into. So, okay, he's just into the strong blue chips, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, Jordan Belfort caught a lot of flack from the Web3 ecosystem by, I think he bought a punk, and then a day later, he's like, hey, I got an NFT collection out or something like that. It just was like really, really scammy. Similar to, what's his face from Zombieland? Bill Murray. Yeah, Bill Murray got like BillMurray.eth, and then he tried to do NFTs the next day or something like that. So, yeah, if all I say is this to the influencers, to the celebrities, you want to drop some NFTs, sure, go right ahead. Rock an NFT for a month. That's all we're asking here. A month. Get in 2 spaces, 10 tweets, PFP for a month, and then you'll get 90% less hate. So just do those little things. Don't, hey, I bought a mutant ape, and the next day, oh, by the way, here's my 10,000 NFT collection launching in a week. Obviously, you've been planning this for a long time. So, like, the art probably took months. What are you doing? You knew you were going to be into NFTs. Why didn't you get into it back then? Oh, because it's a money grab. So we smell it from a mile away. That's all I'm going to say. All right. Kiyosaki. Do you have any thoughts on Kiyosaki?
Listen, Robert Kiyosaki, in my opinion, is I think he's really smart. He's been around for a while. I actually haven't seen Urges Americans say, yeah. I mean, yeah, I like him. I like Robert Kiyosaki. I think he mentioned that Bitcoin was going to go to 1,100 the last time we read an article.
I think that might have been misquoted to 11K.
Yeah, I mean, listen, nothing's impossible, but that seemed a little low for me. I was kind of like, Robert, what are you thinking? But I generally do like him, I will say.
If anyone tries to sell you on how to get rich, they're just trying to get rich off of you.
It's good advice.
I think he's a great introductory asset for if your financial literacy is somewhat low and you don't even know what the difference between like a liability and an asset. Read his book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's really, really great. I recommend it for teenagers.
Yeah, like you said, if your financial literacy is very low, it's a perfect place to start.
Yeah, if you're watching this channel, great book. There's a good chance you're a lot smarter than the people going to his little Kiyosaki meetups. Mm-hmm. I've told the story before. It was a long time ago. I'll just share it real briefly. Years and years ago, this is like 15 years ago. I'm pretty old. Me and a buddy were over at a friend's house, and he went to the Kiyosaki workshop. He paid back then a high amount of money, thousands upon thousands of dollars. I think he even had to like fly somewhere like Anaheim, Hawaii, something kind of crazy. Went there. It was like a weekend long thing, 2-3 day event. And then there's a big secret at the end. And we tried to tell her, like, hey, just tell us the secret. Like, what did he tell you? And he said, Robert said there's going to be people like you that don't want to put in the work, that don't want to pay the money, and just want to be given the answers for free. No, I'm not going to tell you. It's like, really, dude? You can't just be like, here's what he said. I remember thinking, like, God, he has y'all brainwashed. But hey, big ups for him doing a really good job. So, hey, I love it. Love to see it. But I think that like special symposium thing, I think it's like 10, 20. It's really, really expensive.
That's crazy.
But hey, his book, probably like $5, $10. So go get his book. All right, he's urging Americans to stay awake, labeling Biden's crypto edict pure communism. All right, man. This is some fighting words coming from Robbie here. As several nations around the world, including the U.S., are studying the feasibility of introducing CBDCs, the author of the personal finance book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Kiyosaki has scathing criticism for the possibility of their introduction as envisioned in the White House EO. Here's his tweet here. Rickards made his most important announcement today. It's about the most treasonous act in U.S. history. The most treasonous act? I remember a pretty bad war about 170 years ago. Biden's executive order 14067, it's communism in its purest form, the creation of a CBDC. Stay awake. Tune in to Rickards. Tune out. Biden. Take care. Is it as bad as going off the gold standard? I mean, I wouldn't even say it's as bad as what happened in the 70s. Rickards, is a known critic of CBDCs, has referred to these new digital currencies as Bitcoin's evil cousin, and has recently come forward with alarming claims about what he called the C-Day, which is supposed to happen on December 13th, 22. All right, I want to know more about the C-Day. It would lead to a disruption of traditional finance systems, the U.S. dollar crashing, and paper money becoming worthless, restricted consumer spending, and access to basic needs. Penalties. All right, don't let. Never mind. I'm not going to say. We have a worker here who's like really into conspiracies. Don't let her see this. Holding too much money with severe negative interest rates and the arrival of CBDCs. This reminds me of the Mayan calendar.
Yep.
December 2012. Like all of a sudden, all right, December 13th, it's supposed to dump. Meanwhile, the IMF stated that CBDCs can be a more effective payment solution than credit and debit cards. Ripple Army has been screaming this for years, especially in terms of energy consumption. So, yeah, all right, I got a new day to worry about. December 13th, 22. I'm going to say it, nothing's going to happen.
Yeah, probably going to be a big nothing burger. It was kind of like when everyone said that the Super Bowl was going to absolutely rip Bitcoin to the moon, and I was just kind of like, I mean,
yeah,
I guess we've
Elon
never
hosting SNL.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Crypto Crabman, my shorts got clapped. Time to go back down. Yeah, eventually these I don't know, man, because shorts get wrecked, and they're like, well, it kept going up. That means my next short has a higher odds of winning. And they'll just keep doing it. I think we're a long way away from the shorts running out of money because they're probably doing pretty decent. Just going off the past couple months. These shorters still have some money on the sidelines to get wrecked out of. So I hope he's all loosey-goosey hosting ATB after some B-Day lunch, Long Island's. I'm not getting lunch with Nick DeMondi, so I'm not going to be having any tequila or LITs. Although that'd be pretty fun. Pretty fun. Hey, when in Rome, right?
When in Rome,
hey,
that's right.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Isn't that the old saying?
That's it.
All right. You know what? It's lunch. I want to have life like Mad Men, where they're drinking like
in their
they
office.
just have like old Manhattans, you know, like 11 a.m.
Yep.
I would be asleep on the couch in my office by 2 p.m. snoring. I would be snoring with my broken arm like drug on the floor. You'd have to like wake me up for ATB. My eyes be all bloodshot. What are we talking about? Like Terra Luna collapse. I'm like, what? You just get out of my face with this. All right, let's talk a little Coinbase here. Shout out to Ben's uncle. Coinbase insolvency rumors grow following the recent suspension of its affiliate program. They have a divided opinion on the program suspension. Some are saying it's an indication that they're insolvent. I am definitely not going anywhere near that far. And the last month combined their USD and USDC markets. All right, so they combined that, closed Coinbase Pro, and turned off their affiliate program. This is after over a year of insiders selling coin stock, which is absolutely cratered. I smell liquidity crisis. I would disagree. Obviously, insiders are selling coin. You get a vesting schedule. You get stock. You're going to sell your stock when you get your option to sell your stock. I don't think them selling their stock has anything to do with, they're going out of business. I think it's just bear market things. Wuckert is not the only crypto influencers with such views as the like of Nate O'Brien and BitBoy. Look who made it on the big screen here, being crypto. Ben was tweeting they shut down their affiliate program, getting rid of the pro. Recent history suggests that there could be trouble, so tread lightly. Now, people are going to say, Ben said it's going down.
It's
wrong. Ben said there could be trouble. Tread lightly.
Yep.
They're going to bastardize and transform and mix his words, and they're going to say, Ben, you said Coinbase is going down. They're still around. What gives? That's not what he's saying. Just read the words. Read the man's words. He is a little more bearish on them, even though they have the same last name. I'm a little more bullish on them, mostly because they're traded on the New York Stock Exchange, I believe, or NASDAQ, maybe. They're traded on the NASDAQ. They're going to have very robust quarterly financial statements, unlike anything Terra Luna has to do, unlike anything, Luna Foundation Guard had to do. If they were to go insolvent, this would break crypto, the crypto space like we have never seen before. I agree. This would be so much worse than Mt. Gox. I don't think it's going to happen, but I think it's a great thought experiment Ben's spelling out here. If they were to go insolvent, I would be wrecked.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
That's my fiat on and off ramp. You know who the big winner for that would be, though? The Winklevi.
Yeah.
Gemini.
I'd
probably
jump
jump to Gemini.
yeah.
Where would you jump if Coinbase, if you were looking to hedge your bets and you say, you know what, maybe I want a second fiat ramp, who do you use?
I probably same thing. I would probably either ones that I would recommend or ones I'd be looking at are going to be Gemini, Kraken, FTX, probably the top three I'd be looking at. So yeah.
Yeah. FTX. Okay. Yeah, maybe I would do FTX actually.
Yeah.
Why? I hate twins.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. We love our
Can't trust
twins.
twins.
We love our twins. I hate people who do that little O-ring thing. What is that? The row? What do they call
Oh
that?
yeah,
I just remember from The Social Network.
yeah, from the yeah.
You know what? Also, I don't like Arnie Hammer. I mean, he has too many good genetics. Okay, give me one. Just give me one.
Give me one.
Okay, I got height. I'll take it. That's a dub. All right. But there's two sides to this coin. Some are defending Coinbase. Here's just the other side of the argument. This is just FUD, plain and simple FUD. First, cutting costs is normal for any company during a typical recession. True, we're seeing a freeze on hiring. Facebook, Google, a lot of places, because purchases fall, hence recession. Second, crypto winter causes this type of activity every time. Here's what I actually think. I think because they are a publicly traded company, they're so worried about quarter after quarter after quarter growth. The investors, we have this program. We've been spinning tires for X amount of quarters. Axe it. Whereas something private, they could say, you know what? No, we're going to keep experimenting. We're going to keep trying. We're not going to give up yet. Versus, hey, no, we have investors. We have fiduciary responsibility. Here's Dan Held of Kraken. He said that shutting down an affiliate program isn't a sign of a liquidity crisis. No, they don't have a liquidity crisis because they shut down their affiliate program. Eye roll emoji. Others backing them up. Shutting it down has nothing to do with liquidity. John Deaton believes that industry leaders will never allow a Coinbase bankruptcy due to the domino effect such an event will have on the crypto industry. I kind of echo those sentiments there. Here's Ben's cousin himself, or uncle, I mean. A number of people have asked me how Coinbase wins in this environment and turns it into an opportunity of growth. Well, capitalize. In past downturns, we pulled ahead and consolidated share, staying focused while others got distracted. Downturns make the best companies even stronger. This one will be no exception for us. And they're talking about the liquidity crisis in general. The crypto industry has already claimed 3 major firms that left thousands of consumers with billions in losses. I am one of those consumers. I've lost 2 ETH. Not a small amount for me. As far as my portfolio, I'm able to recover from it. I'm just kind of writing it off as a loss. I'm not losing sleep. But yeah, I am a victim of this as well, but I still use Coinbase. Eric, thank you for the happy birthday wishes. Is Coinbase wallet separate from Coinbase? Sure, probably on a legal issue. I'm sure it's separated by, layers of corporations overseas. There's definitely no reason to combine those two when it's just such an attack vector and risk vector, but essentially connected via, it's like the Binance and Binance US. It's connected, but it's not connected. Yep. It's separate, but it isn't separate. Dog the Bounty Hunter. Oh, wait, is that a influencer? They talking about the guy with the leather skin. Dog the Bounty Hunter with a VR Gaming just signed Cloudcoin as their okay. I mean, bullish for Hawaiian meth heads, I guess. There's like less bounty hunters to find them. I wouldn't say it's bullish for that coin, but I'd say it's bullish for meth heads on the island of Hawaii. That's a positive for somebody.
Yeah, that's a win for someone.
And no one else.
And no, yeah.
Because it's bad for the people, It's bad for their families. It's just bad all around. Don't do what Dog the Bounty Hunter does.
Yeah.
Do we have to say that?
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
I love how people are like talk trash about these crypto influencers who put their money where their mouth is, really tell you what they're doing, full transparency. You're transparent with your trades.
Yep.
They're like, don't trust these stupid influencers. Then you got the guy over there like, nah, man, this Dog the Bounty Hunter guy.
Yeah.
It's really onto something. Have you seen his tribal tattoo? It's so good.
Yeah, I think people really just they want to hear somebody say, buy now, sell now. And
especially if they have feathered bangs that are dyed blonde.
That's right.
That's when you're like, before the feathered bangs look, I was on the fence. Then I saw that it was dyed blonde like Hulk Hogan. And I just had to FOMO in.
That's it. Game over.
Had to FOMO in. What was his wife's name? Beth?
Something like that, yeah.
He actually took over pop culture for a period. It was a weird time before there was just this glut of entertainment on internet. There wasn't as much YouTube content. There was no TikTok. There was no Instagram. And the nation was captivated by Dog the Bounty Hunter before we realized what a piece of scum human being he was. But
yeah,
moving on.
Dog the Bounty Pumper.
More Coinbase. Coinbase wins regulatory nod in Italy. Good news for Italians. Hey, that's good for a quarter of me and all of you. They have won approval from the Italian regulators to continue to serve customers in Italy. So, hey, pretty good news there. And under groundbreaking new rules agreed by the EU, crypto companies will need a license and customer safeguards to issue and sell digital tokens in the block. Hey, we got more people buying. And Binance said in May it had registered with them as well. So, hey, maybe some approvals in the pipeline here for these Italianos. But from Italian plumbers to a different video game, we're talking the other side just had their first trip. Did you see any of the clips of the first trips?
I did not.
CZ compared to that. Yeah. I remember. Yeah, CZ is pretty safe with his thoughts. He's a smart guy. So just yeah, that's right. I remember he doesn't like when CZ doesn't like when people use his name on coins, and it actually makes him like him less. Same thing with Elon. You slap Elon's name on a coin, we're gonna like you less. I agree with those sentiments. You agree with that?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you have Mars.
Yeah, Elon, Doge, Ferrari, Maserati, Elon, Mars.
Well, I'm bullish on that one.
Yeah, that
Don't
one.
you talk trash about that coin.
That's gonna be the next sheet.
That's all right. That's my moon bag. Okay, I saw it on TikTok. All right. Let's move on here. All right, Yuga Labs opens other side for first trips in the Bored Ape metaverse. It's only going to be open to owners of the other side land plots in its first phase. Of course, everybody who owned a Bored Ape and a Mutant Ape was given a land for free. I held mine down $100,000 so I can get that land. And dang it, that land better deliver. The other side, the much anticipated metaverse gaming platform from the creators of Bored Ape Yacht Club, is open for business. Almost. Here's careful with the audio here. Careful with the audio. It might get a little loud, people. Okay, there we go. Yeah, here's the live footage. This is a web-based game. This isn't a client. So to see this in a web-based game is just nuts. Definitely give me strong vibes of Fortnite. You know, I can't help but say this kind of reminds me of Fortnite. Just nuts. This is insane for a web-based game. This is insane for people like linking their wallets. It is just absolute chaos. It looks super fun though, right?
It looks awesome. It does look like such a chaos though.
It makes me pretty bullish. Now, I imagine the lobby, you know, if there's a game, it's not every other side is like in the same land plot, you know, or probably break it down. Now it's just a test, but the test seemed to go well. According to the light paper, phase 1 will see the owners navigate Voyager's journey. It's an 11-part narrative game surrounding a mysterious obelisk that has appeared in the other side universe. In this phase, they will be able to contribute to the platform's construction and shape its core capabilities as co-developers via the development kit. This is according to their platform suite of creation tools. And Gordon Goner, one of the co-founders, said in a tweet that Other Side is in direct competition with Web2 giants, Epic Games, for instance, but expressed optimism that the future will bend toward the open, interoperable metaverse. I think there will be a way for everybody to join this. I don't think I heard a quote and it just stuck with me for, you know, a year at this point. The world's #1 metaverse isn't going to cost $20,000 to join. I agree with that. Yeah. You know, the world's #1 metaverse isn't going to have a $20,000 cost of entry, a $10,000 cost of entry, even a $1,000 cost of entry. I think there will be, you know, a substrata of players within that. It's like, yeah, we know you don't have a Bored Ape, but you could still like walk around. I think that is going to be the future. You know, gatekeeping it behind this thing. I just don't see it working. Now, how do you solve that problem? Do you just flood the market with items like Sandbox? Yeah, sure, probably. That's probably going to work. If you go to Sandbox items, find things for 0.001 Polygon ETH. Why? Because there's just so many items. I think that's going to have to be the strategy. You're going to have to like let everybody in. But then you're going to have some sort of way of delineating or differentiating the people who do have the cool $100,000 NFT, $50,000 NFT. What does that look like? We don't know yet. Maybe it's you get a percentage of the rewards of the game, of the user, or something like that. I think that's going to happen, but there won't be a $20,000 entry fee for the world's #1 metaverse. That's all I'm saying. And, you know, I think that's just one thing people don't talk about enough.
Yeah. If it's going to take over, anyone's got to be able to get in there. So
yeah. And yeah, what's the gatekeeping going to be? Like the $300 Oculus,
yeah,
or the $1,000 video game system that then allows you to just play every game, or like a $50, $100 entry point.
Piece of
That's what
hardware
a
or
video
something.
game costs. That's fair. 10,000, 20,000 is going to be 10,000 whales, all kind of circle jang. You know, that's all you're going to get there. But all right, NFT champagne with artwork by Mig sells for a record $2.5 million. Hey, cool little mutant there. Luxury champagne connoisseur Shami Sheen, is that a real name? Has managed to hawk the world's most expensive champagne. That almost looks like a devil, one of the devils. I can't remember which one. The 101 Magnum bottle was available to purchase on OpenSea as an NFT. It was priced at 2.5 million or 2,500 ETH at 1,000. That makes it the most expensive bottle of champagne in the world. Yeah, there's some fancy champagne. And of course, the bottle sold to investors very recently. It reported that the brothers Giovanni and Pierre Buono purchased the bottle in a private sale. What can you do with that? What can you do with that? You throw it in a wall in your restaurant and then you just like look at it? I mean, I don't know. Sure. I don't know.
I feel like people
does
are
it come with the ape and like $1 million of ape token? Because that's just so much money.
I just feel like people are desperate to try to figure out how to make money off of this stuff. They're like, oh, NFTs are popular, and now everyone's just trying to figure out a way with buy this with your mutant ape on it. Or
here's what I want to do. I'm going to go ahead and give the world my idea because it's not like a good idea. I want to do just like a car wash, like Walter White, to funnel my meth profits, of course. So no, just the drive-in one, or the one where you got to spray it yourself, like you see like in the TikTok trend. So you put in the dollars, and then all right, so you know they have like little brick like carports. So it'll be like 4 of them or 8 of them or whatever. Slap giant apes on the wall that I own. And then you just call it like bored and clean. And then you just like, basically it has nothing to do with bored apes or mutant apes, except there's just one on the wall. And then you get the whole community to like, I live in South Atlanta. I'm going to drive an hour to go support the bored apes.
yeah,
You know, I think that could work. You know,
it probably
bored
will.
and sudsy. I'm giving you gold here, folks. I'm giving you gold. Gold, Jerry. Gold. All right. Speaking of gold, one of my favorite coins here. Cardano founder Charles Huskinson's, no, it's Chucky Hoskinson, addresses Michael Saylor's assertion that ADA is a security. He had some strong words. I don't know if I can say all the words. He addressed Michael Saylor's opinion that ADA counts as security, but Bitcoin doesn't and instead qualifies as a commodity. In an interview with shout out to Altcoin Daily, Saylor said, it's pretty obvious ADA is a security. He goes into the use case and why to be a commodity and, why to be a security, vice versa. It's not true. Let's see. Let's go back one. Saying that any given time in a proof of stake system, someone can just arbitrarily take all your money and shut it down. It's not honest. It's just libel. It's not true. Protocols don't do that. They feel they have no burden of proof or evidence of the statements they made. And they say the only thing that matters is their thing, even though their thing doesn't do anything. It just stores value. He basically cussed at. They don't have, I don't know if they have the quote here, but I think he said, correct me if I'm wrong, that Michael Saylor is out of his effing mind and is effing crazy or something like that. Like he threw out F-bombs.
Really?
He's out of his effing mind.
Wow.
Is this the new crypto influencer boxing match?
Hey, cage match.
Maybe it's with animals. You get the hawk versus like a cobra.
Oh, your best falcon versus my best cobra.
Yeah, what would Michael Saylor have? He's all about like granite, in Manhattan. So it would be like the King New York Rat. I mean, my money's on the Falcon.
Rat.
Yeah, Falcon. Hey, shout out. Hey, people ask, why do you wear the Atlanta Falcons hat? Is it because you like Atlanta Falcons? Because you live in Atlanta and you're just kind of bandwagon? No, this is secretly a Cardano hat. Those who know, know.
There you go.
All right. Jed McCaleb, empty. Ooh, we on the XRP army. Where are you at? Show us some likes if you're ready for this wallet to be empty. He has emptied the wallet after an 8-year sell-off. Not quite. He still has 16. Oh, wait. I just assumed it was going to be million. No, $16 worth of XRP at the time of writing. That's similar to my portfolio. Ripple Labs, Jed McCaleb has finally ended the 8-year dump of his Ripple holdings, leaving only 46 XRP left sitting in his famed taco stand wallet. The last outgoing transfer was of 1.1 million XRP. That's not like my portfolio. worth almost $400,000. Hours later, the account listed an account delete transaction, meaning the account will no longer exist on the ledger. See, that's when you know you're rich. You got $16 worth of money to burn. I'd be fighting for that $16. I'd be like, nope, I'm opening a Coinbase account right now. The amount McCaleb has released over the past 8 years represents around, look at that number, 18.6% of the total supply of XRP, and has been taken as welcome news by the crypto community. This guy had 18% of the supply. Every 5 coins, 1 was his, pretty much. And he's finally done. That's a lot of selling pressure, man. Just nonstop, this taco stand. You see here, he's like, oh God, crypto's falling. Yoink! Giant sell candle. He's like, I'm getting out of this scam. No, I hold some XRP. The moment we all waited for is finally upon us. Finally emptied the taco stand wallet. On Friday, oh God, satirical article from Crypto Town Crier led some to believe that McCaleb decided to hold on to his last 5 million just in case it moons. Hey, I probably would have if I was him. Of course, is he a billionaire? Yes. Does he need an extra couple million? No. Would I do it? Yes, because I'm a degen. Should Ripple be successful in arguing that XRP is not a security? Some believe this ruling could set a precedent for other similar crypto token issuers while boosting XRP prices. I had a conspiracy theory about this. You ready? You ready for the tinfoil hat? Hold on, let me check. All right, there's foil in there. Birthday hair reveal. All right.
I'm good.
If he were to get good news that he wasn't supposed to get regarding the lawsuit, and he held on to the coins, do you think he could be legally liable there? If he knew there was a good outcome, wouldn't he feel obligated to dump them?
You would think so.
Doesn't that kind of make sense? Because he's so rich.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to risk any kind of judicial, backlash over $10 million.
Right.
$2 million.
Yeah.
He got like $1 billion.
I think there's some weight there.
I don't know. Just a thought experiment. I'm not saying he knows something good. I'm just saying if you were to learn something good, you might feel worried that you're going to have the SEC come after you for insider trading.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't sell after the good news in the pump.
Yep.
Like you would want to, but you're like, I already have $1. What am I going to like scam somebody for an extra 2 pennies?
Yep.
I don't know. Just my 2 cents, my 2 Satoshis on that.
2 Satoshi. Hey, you never know.
I'm the one that stays away from conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
So
I will say this: now that you have said that, people are going to hold you 100% fact. DZ said this was the case.
Yeah, just like Ben's tweet.
Yep.
No, Ben said Coinbase is bankrupt.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. Do we have any quick or any questions from chat here? I'm looking at some of the quick hits. Nothing.
If anyone has any Q&A, put them in chat. I've been looking the whole time. I haven't really seen anything, to be honest. Here's one.
This is a fun story if you want to like queue them up. Binance's CZ called out for allegedly harassing a domain owner. The domain was binance.ca. So binance.canada. And long story short, crypto felon, he got it in 2017. I want to say Binance registered all their entities in 2018. So he had everything ahead of time. They reached out to him saying, what do you want for it? He said 30 Bitcoin or 420 ETH. Then they sued him saying he was asking for exorbitant amounts, trying to sell it. He's like, one, you asked me what the price was. I'm not trying to sell it. You asked me what my price is. Here's my price. Now you're trying to say I'm out here trying to scalp you and scam you. You may ask yourself, Binance didn't exist. Why did he have Binance.ca? Here's where the story gets a little hairy or shaved. Binance, his girlfriend name was Nance, and she did content of bisexual nature by Nance. Wow, right?
Okay.
Isn't that crazy?
Interesting.
Now, where do you go with this? Like, obviously, Binance, obviously he could do very scammy things with this.
Right.
But he has a legitimate reason to have this. It's like if you get, I don't know, what is it, MichaelJordan.com. If your name is Michael Jordan, you can argue in court. Like, there's precedent for this. I think it's gone as far as the Supreme Court. If you have a reason for having a name or a domain or any kind of thing like that, you're good to go.
Right.
But if you're just like squatting on something, then, that's when they could step in and take it from you.
Right.
What do you do in this case?
Yeah. It's
a tough one.
Yeah, it's a hard situation.
It's a tough one. I don't know. We don't shame our SWs here, All right, what do we got for some Q&A?
So we have from Aaron Cruz. He asks, can you comment on the security of staking on Exodus wallet? For example, how are the assets kept safe from market conditions? That's probably dependent on the exchange specifically. I would think. Do you have anything on that?
I don't know enough about the Exodus, the in wallet staking. When I first learned about that, like that you could do that a year or two ago, I just remember thinking then it seemed suspicious. There's no free ride in anything. So why are they doing it for you for free? They're taking a cut. There's got to be some risk involved. If I'm staking, it's staking on chain.
Yeah.
Like Cardano or something. So I learned my lesson with Celsius. There is no free money. The UST thing, I saw that debacle. So I'm just trying to learn. Anybody can learn from their own mistakes. A wise person learns from the mistake of others. So I'm just very hesitant on suggesting any kind of staking is going to be safe. I just feel uncomfortable saying that.
Yeah, you definitely want to be cautious. And then we have another one from Pure Water saying, how are people brainwashed to XRP? Why do people like it so much after it's been chased by the SEC for years?
Because it's a David and Goliath story. We have this Ripple fighting the U.S. government in court, and it kind of just has a good feel-good story, like the Rebel Alliance versus the Empire. And it's a lot of people's first coin. It's my first coin. Hit that like button. I'm just curious. Hit the like button if it was the first coin you ever bought. It was the first thing I bought on Coinbase. I remember thinking, download this app. I'm going to buy some probably Ethereum or Bitcoin. And then I saw the price of XRP. And I said, what if? What if it becomes the value of Bitcoin? And just like every noob, this is 2 months ago. And so, yeah, it's a special place in people's heart for that reason. But I like it because the nonlinear upside of if they win that SEC court case, it's been battered down so much from the local highs. Your risk profile is just pretty low. I think even if they lose the case, it's still going to have support at like 10 cents, 17 cents. I don't know. Maybe it goes a nickel but I just feel like it's not, the people are so fervently into it. They're not going to give up. And then they'll just spin the narrative. There's other countries besides America, right? And it's like labeled a commodity everywhere except America. And I think maybe one other country. So they'll spin it into a win.
Yeah,
I saw the one. It was like, what do they mean by trying to get a job? And
yeah, so I think they're just asking, for someone who's not involved in the crypto world, how would you go about work, trying to find a job in crypto?
Oh, that's great. Great question. Great topic. Find what niche you like and then just dive into it and try to make content. And if you don't have a niche, you just like the whole general thing. Are you into writing? Get into writing. Or do you have a graphic design? Make thumbnails. Reach out to people. Give people free thumbnails and say, hey, man, I would love to make thumbnails for you, $50 a pop. And work your way into an influencer that you like, or do your own content. But the easiest, I don't want to say the easiest, I'm sorry, a path to becoming a millionaire in the space, learn coding, learn Solidity. There's definitely a need for Solidity devs, which is the underlying code for Ethereum. And there's a need for Cardano devs, Plutus, to learn some Plutus. So if you want to learn coding, that is a surefire way. If that seems a little out of your scope, get into writing or graphics for crypto influencers. I think that'd be a pretty good way. What would you say?
Yeah, I think that's great advice. Find out what you want to do, right? Like, are you into, looking at the charts? Are you into NFTs? Are you into business development? Like, what are your skills that you bring to whatever your job is now, right? Are you, like you said, research?
You said firefighter, that doesn't really translate to like a work from home Web3 model, but there's people who need just people who can organize and manage. And,
are you an
team leads?
I was going to say that. Are you a generally organized person? Because this is a new space, right? So what are your strengths in anything you do, right? Are you the guy that's like, wow, Chris is super organized? Find out what your strengths are in life and see how you can apply it to crypto.
We forgot the best advice. Make content. How many TikToks you making? Make 20.
Are you on TikTok?
You need to make more content. You poop in the morning. That's content. What else do we got? Is that it? Any more questions?
Yeah, I think that's really it. We have another one.
All right, last question here.
ETH over $1,000. ETH $1,000 over, or should we expect a possible
All right,
lower low?
ETH had that quick pump. I can see that was about to go down. That's what it was. I think it was listening to Frank. Knew it was going to go down. I sold a quarter ETH at 1,200 specifically for spot trading. I said, all right, I sold a quarter. I got $300. I'm going to jump in at 900. I'm going to turn my quarter ETH into a third of an ETH. forgot about it. Went down there, hit my targets, never had a buy order. And then now it's 14, and I'm like, F. Now I have this just USDC sitting on the sidelines. I feel like an idiot.
It's life. It's life.
As far as that, look, you know, if you're going to be all over the charts and you got time, I mean, sure, it's trade, but hey, there's nothing wrong with like set it and forget it, DCA, just move on. I don't know. I feel like too many people are expecting this 11, 12, 13, 16K Bitcoins. I don't know if ETH is going to get that leg down, but it is going to lose Satoshis in the short term. And I feel confident saying that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think that's all we got time for. Ran a little bit long. It's been a great one. I have the best coworkers in the world. Happy birthday to me. I'm going to suck some helium later. And hey, until next time, BitSquad. Easy out.